Hello, here we are with an unboxing of the Motorola RAZR HD. Now, at the time of recording in late January 2013, we are demonstrating a French version of the RAZR HD. It will be launched unbranded in the UK from February 2013, but this is just for demonstration purposes. So you can see the fairly standard Motorola packaging here. Ignore some of the French language on it. Of course, this will be gone on the English version. So let's take a look at what you get in the box. So you get the device itself, which we'll come back to in a moment, and then included we get a mains adapter. So this is a 2-pin European, but it'll be a 3-pin UK mains adapter by the time it comes to the UK, and you'll be able to connect that into the mains power. And here on the top is a USB port into which you can connect the provided USB cable for charging. So we've got a USB to micro USB cable there. Connect that into the mains adapter, or you can connect it into your computer for charging. You also get included a set of in-ear headphones with an inline clip, 3.5mm headphone jack, and inline microphone as well, so for making voice calls and listening to your audio. We get bits of documentation, so this is in French, but essentially a quick start guide. Get some warranty information, and we've got something here for SFR. You might not get that in the English one. We also got included, as you can see here, a little tool. This is the SIM ejector tool. It uses a micro SIM on the RAZR HD, so you get this nice little Motorola tool for ejecting the SIM card. So let's take a look at the device then. So the first thing to notice is we've got this 4.7-inch touchscreen display. Previous Motorola RAZR models have had a 4.3-inch display, so the 4.7 Super AMOLED display on here is competing more along the lines with the HTC One X and the Samsung Galaxy S3. Has a resolution of 720 by 1280. We've got a 1.3 megapixel front-facing camera. We've got the Motorola logo and the earpiece here. We've got a variety of sensors up the top, and then we're completely flush to the bottom. We've got nothing with the exception of a screw on each corner, sort of give it that rugged, sort of toughened look. Coming round to the side, we've got a micro HDMI connection here. So into this we can connect a micro HDMI to HDMI cable for connecting this to an HD display. No adapters necessary, just that cable. We've then got a micro USB port for charging and data connectivity, and you'll see here we've got something with what looks like a pinhole. This is where we use the supplied tool. We pop that in there like so, and this ejects to show us the micro SIM card and micro SD card. So they both slot in the side like so. So not particularly easy to come out. You do need to use this tool to be able to access those. Now you can put a memory card in there up to 32 gig in capacity. The device itself has 16 gigabytes of internal memory, of which about 12 gig is available with the OS installed. That eats up quite a bit of that. So it's flush to the top edge here, coming round, and then on the top we've got this 3.5mm headphone jack. Coming around again, we've then got the power button and the volume keys, and it remains flush till we get back to the bottom of the device. On the back of the device we've got the Motorola logo. You can't then miss this Kevlar stitched back cover, kind of got a V pattern going on here. Looks quite nice. It's kind of soft, almost rubbery to the touch, kind of grippy yet smooth. We've got some regulatory information down here, admittedly in French because this handset is French. We've got the loudspeaker, we've got the 8 megapixel camera that records in HD, we've got the LED flash, and a microphone on the back there as well. And talking of microphones, there is just a small one just here, hidden away in the bezel of the device. So we've powered this device on, and your initial impression should be that if you've seen any of the recent Motorola devices, you've got that same sort of interface actually on here as you do with the RAZR I, albeit that it's a bigger device. So we've got the home screens, and we can flick across, and we've got quick access to some of the settings here. Now this is running Android version 4.1 or Jelly Bean, so it's nice to have quick access to all of these settings, and we can scroll through and we can show you about the phone. So here we go, got the XT925, you kind of get the idea here, and you can see it's running Android version 4.1.1. If we go back to the home screen, we can flick across, and then we've got this quick shortcut to add a page or start with a template, and you can manage pages, so whether you add more like so you can add a blank page, you can then flick across again, add another blank page, manage pages. So you can now see I've got multiple pages here. I should be able to press and hold and I can remove a screen like so. If I go back to my home screen, I can press and hold on the screen, I can select a live wallpaper, I can select from the gallery. Now we've got no images on here because we've only just switched this device on, and you get the idea in terms of what you've got there. So with Android you've got the notifications here, so I can quickly see the emails that I've got, any other notifications that I've got here. I can quick access the settings again if I choose, and I've got the soft keys in the operating system here, so home, back, and I've also got running applications. So I've only got settings at the moment, but I can quickly access that from the home screen. Now you can see here that you can move bits and pieces around the home screen like many other Android devices. You'll also see here that you can actually group applications into folders on the home screen. So if I wanted to drag Chrome into Google, I could. I simply drag and hold it like so. I can then remove it by dragging it up there. I can go into the applications, I could drag it back to the home screen. I can maybe drag it and put it in with email as well. There we go, and they're now in a group together. So from the home screen we can go into messaging. Fairly sort of standard setup here, but we can start a message and we can put it into landscape mode, and we can enter our message or recipient. Now the bigger screen on here makes it easier to type on screen. The size is actually quite nice, fits quite comfortably in the hand and gives for a nice feel with two-finger typing. At 4.7 inches you can sort of just about use it in the hand. It might be a bit of stretch for some people to get up into the upper corners of the device depending on how you use it. You've got to sort of stretch over depending on how big your hands are. So you've got the phone dialer, that's fairly standard. We can dial in a number there. You've got all your contacts, so this is syncing with our Google account, and you can find people, and you've got your favourites, groups of people. You've got the camera on here, so it's an 8 megapixel camera. As we've mentioned, it records in 1080 resolution as well. We've got a whole variety of different settings and options for us actually on screen here, so we can flick between the front facing camera and the rear facing camera. We can flick between camera shots and video recording, and that goes for the front facing camera as well, so we can record video. You see how the shutter icon will change there. We've got zoom controls like so. We've actually got quick access up to our gallery here, so if we actually take a picture that will save up in the gallery up here, and we can go and access that quickly like so. We've got the whole variety of settings that we can pop in and out like so. So I can select the resolution of the photo, so 8 megapixel zoom function, whether I actually want to use the volume key. I can actually use the volume key to actually capture the image if I choose to. Got settings around different sort of effects when I actually take the picture, different scene settings. I've got HDR, panorama, multi-shot, timer, exposure, flash. I can then go into the video and I've got a similar sort of array of settings. So we can see here we've got HD video resolution, VGA, QVGA. You can use the geotag. Again, I've got similar effects. different scenes, different modes, exposure. They want the video light on the back as well, and then you can simply capture your videos using the button here. We've got zoom controls. Whilst in shot, we can mute the microphone. We can even take pictures as we're recording the video. So you can go back into the gallery, then got the video and the pictures that we were taking whilst recording the video. So in terms of pre-installed apps, a lot of it's fairly sort of straightforward, and some of this will of course change because this is a French model, but you've got Google Chrome on here, you've got Google Search, you've got your gallery, you've got your file manager, Google Plus, Maps, Messenger. Here's some of the SFR apps already installed. Google Books or Play Books and Play Movies, navigation. You've got a movie studio there for editing things. You've got QR code scanner. You've got Quick Office installed as standard as well for managing documents on the go. You've got Motorola Smart Actions installed on here, as you come to expect. So Smart Actions is an intelligent bit of software really that allows your device to automatically do things on your behalf based on certain circumstances. So that's on there as well. YouTube, you expect, and you've got widgets as well that you can put on your home screen there, so you can actually see we've got that clock on our home screen already, and that's on there for you to sort of add and customize to your device as you choose. So under the hood on this device, it's actually a 1.5 gigahertz dual core processor, so it's going to be snappy enough for most people. It's not quad core like the Samsung Galaxy S3 or the HTC One X. You've got the 16 gig of internal memory, and talking of that, let's just go and show you roughly what is available. So here you can see you've got 16 gig total space, and you've roughly got 11.4 gig available. Do bear in mind there are some apps on here from SFR as well. Another big feature about this device is the fact that it's got 4G on board, so it's not just 3G and Wi-Fi with Bluetooth, it's got 4G connectivity on here, so if you're lucky enough to have 4G coverage in your area, you can get that as well. One of the features I really do like is the micro HDMI connection here. Great feature for connecting up to an HD display without any accessories like you do need on HTC or the likes of Samsung. Now we'll be carrying out some video tests, so be sure to check out our YouTube channel for that. Now under the back cover here is a fixed internal battery. It's 2530 milliamp hours, so it's actually bigger than the likes of the previous RAZR devices, and should give a good run for money on the HTC and the Samsung Galaxy S3. From memory, that is actually bigger than those, so 2530 milliamp hours there, and it weighs in at 146 grams. It doesn't feel too heavy, feels quite solid in hand as well, which is quite nice. And I suppose really what I should show you on here is just a quick little bit of web browsing and YouTube, just for demonstration purposes. So it's fairly straightforward and you probably know what to expect, but let's just show you that anyway. So we're just running over Wi-Fi here. So going to the Clove website, it's gone into our mobile site. Let's go to the full website here. So you've got it in full portrait mode. You can pinch and zoom in and out like so. I can double tap in and out on the screen. I can turn around in landscape mode. So let's actually go to the RAZR HD product page on the Clove website. So here we have it. So at the time of recording, just loading up there, you can see the device is £330 plus VAT, and there we've got the specifications and the description, and we can pinch and zoom in or double tap. Let's navigate to our YouTube channel and show you some videos. So just do an Xperia Z one here simply for the sake of it.
In this video we're just going to take a look at the physical size comparisons with this Sony Xperia Z against some other mobile devices. So why not, let's start with the Xperia T, the previous device too.
So what I can say there is the speaker on the back of this thing is actually quite loud, better than I expected, and it didn't seem to distort there, but that was only an early test on a YouTube video. We'll have a full review on our blog, blog.clove.co.uk, and until next time, thanks for watching.